All right, guys. Nightmare Guild interview. Gonna go ahead and start their intro video. Enjoy.
You just tuned into the latest channel on Twitch.
Bring the pain like ra-ta-ta-ta, 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 ra-ta-ta-ta. Straight to you, straight to you, straight to you, don't lie. Ra-ta-ta-ta, 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 ra-ta-ta-ta. I bring the pain like.
Boom. There it is. Sweet. Good video. Love that video. Alrighty. How do we do this? There we go. Sweet, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Good. All right, man. So we're gonna go ahead and start the interview, boys. This is a Nightmare Guild interview. This is Abaddon. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Abaddon, and I'm a guild leader of Nightmares.
Very formal. I like it, man. I like it.
Yes.
Ow, fuck. Hold on. Let me grab my questions. Move them over here. There we go. There. Check this. Oh, I just minimized everything on accident. There we go. All right, cool. All right, man. All right, so let's just start with some simple stuff. So, are you? Can you just give me like a brief description of your guild? Like, let's say someone's like, "Hey, man, I see you guys are a guild up in the north. Like, what are you guys about? Like, what would you tell them?"
The fuck you
I would
say to me, you little
we're
shit?
brain-dead barbarians. That's
You just tuned
looking
into
for
the latest
nonsense.
channel on Twitch.
We attack everything that moves if that can be a good fight. We don't care if we see twice the twice the numbers or anything. We just attack. Yeah, that's pretty much about us.
You just tuned into the
Okay.
latest channel
So
on
you're
Twitch.
basically like an RPK guild, like a random player killing guild. Like you just get PvP when you can, like wherever you
Yeah,
can.
we try to be in the hottest spots where
You just tuned
all the
into the
content
latest
is.
channel on Twitch.
Right now it's the north. We were basing in Tindrum before that, but it's kind of died off. Not much to do there right now.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna go ahead and mute sound alerts. There we go. I don't want them like popping up over them talking, guys. Sorry. I appreciate the follows though. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. All right. So okay, we got that. And then you would definitely define yourself as like a PvP guild primarily.
Yeah, the basic idea was we were originating from North Order. It was a Zerg guild and it was really fucking boring. So we wanted to create something small, something with experienced players, like for small scale PvP.
Yeah, I remember that. Do you know when you guys broke off from North Order? Like when was that? Was that before or after launch?
Oh, it was after launch, like 2 months after launch. Our founding members were playing the game since beta, and we decided to break off after like 2 or 3 months.
Do you know
after
how
release.
do you know how many people you like originally broke off with? Like how many people started Nightmare? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think it was 6 people. Yeah.
Oh, only
So,
6. Wow.
Yeah, we were going to be like really small, like maximum 10 people. That was our original idea. Like, we were inspired by guilds like Nightfall and Content. We just wanted to go with small number of really good players and just fight against Zergs.
Well, what's funny about Nightfall is like when they split, I think they started with like Glitch. How many people you start off with Nightfall? It was like 15. Like you had a bit of people from Legion join. I think some of them ended up going back and stuff, but like when they started Nightfall, I think they were sizable, you know. They were like a medium-sized guild more or less in a way. At least at the time, I guess, but like 10ish. Yeah, 10, 15, something like that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
A lot of people wanted to follow us, but I was like, no, fuck off. I just broke off from you. I don't want to play with you. It was really frustrating playing in North Order because
You guys had
real players
or
were
I mean,
really
North
bad.
Order had like a fuck ton of people though. Do you?
Uh,
How many
well-
people did you guys have like in voice on like launch day? Do you remember in North Order?
yeah, let me tell you something. Obviously you remember, but remember yesterday when we were riding to Meduli with our army?
Yeah,
That was like
a normal.
No, yeah, it was like 150 in North Order. We were going to events like training and stuff with 150
Jesus
people at the
Christ,
start.
man.
Yeah,
Fucking Russians, dude. You guys doing it big.
yeah.
That's nuts, man. Yeah.
I was a PvP instructor in North Order, and I was directing those training sessions.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
was-
that can get
it-
frustrating. Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually the only fun part in being a North Order.
Well, the only problem
Yeah.
I've ever found with like big guilds is like getting everybody gear. Like if you set like a standard for like a training, you're like, all right, everyone has to have Reptile Plus, and the bigger you go, there's going to be more of that type of person that's just like that just shows up last minute is like, oh, I don't have that. It's like, oh, can someone
Yeah,
craft this for me? And oh my god, like I love my guild and everything, but Jesus fucking Christ, that's the most annoying thing, especially with big guilds. You know, like
It
you know
was
where
really frustrating. So somebody's
Yeah.
losing a horse or forgot to feed it or something. It was, oh god, every raid was like 2 or 3 hours long, even if it was like 20 minutes away from Meduli.
Oh, you know it's funny too. On our raid to Medulla yesterday, I think Antheus was the guy who lost his horse. That was pretty funny. Like someone was like, "Oh, someone's horse just died because someone was streaming it," and then we found out later it was like Antheus. It's just funny as fuck because you know that always happens. Like when you're going somewhere, like someone's horse always fucking dies, or you lose loyalty, or just something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly why we even have a special rule. We have only 2 rules in Nightmare: don't be a retard and solve your own problems. So that's the unspoken rule. So everyone has to have 51 taming. So if somebody loses their horse, they're going to get it on their own, and we just leave them.
Yeah,
that's pretty-
self sufficiency is like really big, especially in a game like this. It's like trying to. It's hard too. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of going off here. I'll get back to the specific questions you and say. I'm just because like I found in this game, it's very hard to teach people to want to be self sufficient because like a lot of times people are just like constantly leaning on people like, oh well, me and him are doing this or me and him are doing. It's like everyone can really get everything themselves if they really wanted to. You know what I mean? If they like sit down and like want to do the grind, like they can do it. They can, or they can get the money to pay for whatever. They're like if they're like like a butcher or something, they could still get steel. They could get the gold and then buy steel and then make their own arm. You know what I mean? Like, but it's really hard to like drill that into like players who like maybe players who come from like World of Warcraft or something, like more casual players, and a hardcore game like this where it's like being self-sufficient is like such a it's such a attractive trait to have when you're like a guild leader and you're looking for like recruits like of people you think would be a good fit for your guild. Like you really want people who are like really go-getters and like self-sufficient because it saves you such a headache later on versus someone
Yeah.
who like just doesn't know how to just get shit done, you know what I mean?
We don't really have that problem. We have I don't know how many other guilds do it, but we have like communism. I have just fucking insane team. Our mage Easy is like he's supplying everything. We help him obviously, but he got like 6 accounts. He's doing everything, refining, mining, everything.
Yeah,
He
I feel like
supplies us.
the most successful guilds have like a pretty like communistic approach to it. I mean, I've seen guilds go the other way too, and they do fine. But like, it seems like because like the communism also helps build like that cohesion in the guild too, like the trust and stuff, and like like the brotherhood type mentality. I feel like, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, that could also definitely backfire because if everyone's always relying on someone else, like they're not really doing it themselves too at the same time. So
Yeah, but I mean, we're all farming gold, we're all farming Riser dungeons, so we always have steel. Like, at any given time, you can just go to Stronghold and pick a full steel set with just like best gear, chronite weapons, tank steel. We have so much of that. Like, we're self-sufficient.
I don't know if that's at me, Horizon, but fuck you if it is. That we weren't in Valerium. I feel like that's directed at me, but I don't know, dude. Anyways, so okay, so getting more to the specific questions to Nightmare. How many would you say you have active right now in the guild? Roughly, of course, it's not like an exact.
Roughly, well, over 20, I say, and in our prime time. 20, 22.
20 on at the
We
same
get-
time, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's probably higher than that. Like I'm not just talking about like online at the same time, but like overall, I guess, like where they play in different time zones or different times of the day, whatever. What do you mean? One of your I had no arms, dude. That's me. I'm a fat man. I'm not getting into it. I'm sorry. Anyways, um, okay. No, next question is, what kind of like structure do you have in your guild? Do you have like officers, or is it kind of like you and then everybody else? Like everybody else is equal, or like how does your guild structure work?
Well, we got a very democratic approach. It's funny, democratic approach in communism. But yeah, we got like, let me count actually. We got well about 10 officers, and we decide everything in a vote. So I'm a guild leader per se, but we vote on everything.
Did
So
you say
I
10
can-
officers?
Yeah, like
Jesus.
6. Yes, 6 funded members and the rest of people that came later and showed themselves to be really reliable.
That's pretty cool though. I like that. I like that structure. Like you have like the founding members, like they all
Yeah.
like make a council decision type thing. That's pretty cool. What is that? What would they call that? Like a senate in like Rome or something? You know what I mean? Like
I
what
am
was?
the Senate.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you guys have been around. You said you started like 2 months after launch. So it started. Launch was January 25th. So basically end of March, start of April-ish. So you guys have been around what like May, June, July, August, September, like 5, 6-ish months, roughly.
Yeah, so something like that. I got a memory of a goldfish, but yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, so they've been around 5, 6 months. Okay, so that's like the age of the guild now. I would honestly like. This is just me, of course, but I would definitely put your guild top 3 as far as like team fighting and like skill level, like the combination of the two,
Thanks.
because I think they kind of are separate. Like there's some people who are really good at like small scale 1v1 but don't really translate to team fights, and then vice versa, like it goes both ways. But I think you guys are definitely like top 3 when you put both of those two categories in one category. I see you guys like do like some really cool shit. And I also know you guys are definitely like one of those guilds who like don't have a lot of gear fear. Like you guys are always bringing like really really good stuff to fights. And
Yeah, we don't care. We're brain dead. We just go in and die and lose it. We don't
yeah, I
care.
think you guys are. I mean, I that adds to it though, right? Because like you're not afraid to lose stuff, so you're always bringing good stuff, which ends up getting you more good stuff if you're winning at least like more than half the time or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's good. A lot of people don't do that. I mean, I know my guild doesn't do that, so fuck. Kudos to you. All right, what is like your greatest achievement so far as like a guild? What would you say that is?
Greatest achievement. Well,
All right, what's the
greatest.
thing you're like the most proud of? I guess.
I'm fucking proud of my boys. So I couldn't wish for better teammates. Like we got, it's just perfection. One guy does all the housework, like farming. Other guy's genius in the market. He just makes so many money. We got a best shot callers, and the rest are meh, but I still love them.
Wait, so you're just proud of like their being like entrepreneurs?
Yeah, I'm proud of them. A lot of our success is based on our guys' individual skills in some areas, like that.
Their expertise. Okay. Like in their craft or whatever, like whether it's trading or, you know, crafting, whatever. I gotcha.
Yeah, it's actually like logistics of the guild is a big part of it. If it wasn't for them, we would be fighting in malaria armor and fighting with flake stone swords.
Yeah, that's not good, man. Trust me, it's not good. Um, what kind of alliances do you have, if any?
We don't have any alliances, but we we mostly team up with Nightfall if we get some information about the bigger group. So yeah, I think the best friends right now we have are Nightfall.
Okay. I thought your best friends were nameless.
Yeah, yeah. Our best bitch was nameless.
I'm just kidding.
Well,
Um,
it depends on if we see a really big group, we call Carney. And yeah, they're also cool guys.
yeah, Carney are good dudes. They had a lot yesterday. I don't remember. It was over 30. I don't remember exactly how many they brought specifically. I remember over 30 though.
Yeah, last I saw was 35. Almost. Jesus.
Yeah. They had some bangers. I think actually I think there was some Battle Brothers in their comms because I didn't find out until after I made that video, but I think they did have some Battle Brothers in there, but
Oh yeah, I actually didn't know Battle Brothers were coming, so I didn't create a separate voice channel for them. So that's probably right.
gotcha. Did you disband the Discord or did I get kicked? I'm just curious.
Eh, Yeah, you were kicked. You're no longer welcome then. I'm sorry.
I fucking knew it, man.
Yeah.
Someone
No,
called out we didn't have armor, so I just figured it was coming.
yeah. No, I disbanded it because the operation was over and there's no need for it right now.
And
We might do that another time, but
I gotcha. How do you feel the operation went?
it was bangers. I know. I had so much fun.
Did you achieve what you set out to achieve?
Yeah, actually, the biggest fear I had was that Kodo wouldn't show up. Like they were blue balling us like for so many occasions, like 3 or 4 times. We bring 25 people to Meduli and they just didn't show up until they had 70 people. Then we go to some easily defendable location, like in the rocks or sewers, and they just refuse to come. And we're like, God damn it. God damn it. We wasted 2 hours and they just refused to fight.
Yeah, it was
So,
it's pretty interesting that they had more numbers on the second push and
yeah.
they refused to give up any kind of position. They were just gonna sit there. We were gonna shoot arrows at each other. So it's like, oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's how they did. But kudos to them for coming out and fighting. Yes.
So in the future, I know you guys don't have a castle now. Is that something you plan to go for, or you're good with no castle, or?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I'm not exactly sure how important castles are gonna be. I mean, we're pretty satisfied with our gameplay, like underdogs that just looking for bigger Zergs to fight. I'm not sure how much we need Castle. I guess we'll see when the TC comes how important it is.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your currently like your favorite aspect of the game?
My favorite aspect is that it's based on one server, and this feeling like the world is consistent. Like other MMOs, there's like thousands and thousands of players and different servers, and every time you meet new people and like different engagements, they just don't matter. Like you lose, you win, doesn't matter. It's gonna be new people the next day. But in Mortal, like you know everybody, like basically, it's like one big family that fucks up each other. I like that feeling.
Oh God, I can't imagine
Uh,
some of these people being my family.
Yeah, a very dysfunctional
I
family.
have to change my surname and just leave the country at that point. Some of
Yeah.
these people are my family. Oh my God, dude.
But I personally like that feeling of having the same consistent world. With, you PvP with the same people, like you trash talk it. So when you lose, it means something. When you win, it means something.
Yeah, no,
That's what
it's
I like most.
I wish the family was bigger, but yeah, I do agree. I like the one server. I like the fact that most of the community knows everybody. Like most of the guilds in the game, which you can't say
Yeah,
about other games. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
there is
that's
like
exactly.
there is that like cool aspect of that. At the same time, um, I think it develops a lot of unhealthy behaviors because like if you're guild A and every day you're getting destroyed by guild B, like you start to develop this super super toxic resentment towards them that isn't really healthy behavior for like a video game, you know what I mean? Whereas in like other games like Apex, like when you queue in, like you're always fighting different people, you might hate this guy for doing something but you're probably never going to see him again, you know what I mean? So you kind of just move on. But in this game, like if
Yeah,
it's like every day, they're being toxic to you, they're bullying you, they're killing, whatever it is, you start to develop like really unhealthy feelings, or you can at least, not that you always do, but
yeah,
so
but
that's like
I don't.
that's a tough thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't really care much about that. There are some people like you fight some people and they're like after that they're good fight. Yeah, that was cool. And there are some people you kill them once and they just started being toxic. Uh,
Right. Yeah, yeah. No, it definitely isn't. There's people who are gonna die once and feel that way, or it might take someone else like 20 times. You know what I mean? Everybody's different, but
yeah, we fight Nightfall so many times. It was always like fun experience. CTX, Levia. Well, maybe not Levia. They can be toxic at times, but yeah, I don't really care about that. But yeah.
gotcha. So, what is like your day-to-day activities look like? Like, what do you guys typically do as like a guild? You know what I mean?
Oh, our we farm some world bosses, some unnamed world boss in the north that respawns every 4 hours. Yeah, we do that pretty much all day. And we ghost scout. We ghost scout every fucking day. Like, we have 3 or 4 spiritists just flying around the maps trying to find those juicy zergs. And once we find them, we just give all call and we group up and try to fight. That's pretty much our day-to-day activities. Other than that, while we're waiting, we go to uh, li- little small-scale roams, to dungeons like Riser Dungeon. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about ghost scouting? Would you prefer they keep it in or take it out?
Uh, I think this is a necessary evil because I was trying to find a organic PvP in the world. Like 2 or 3 days straight, we would just ride out for 3 4 hours and nothing. There's nothing. We're sieging cities. We're attacking, killing everyone, standing in front of the gates for like half an hour. Nothing happens. We're at all over the map and hotspots, and nobody comes. So unless the game has some points of interest for players to be in, I don't think. I think the ghost scouting is the only way to find PvP at
Yeah.
this point.
It's just like I don't know. I like it for like wide scale. Like, I just think maybe it should be turned off in dungeons specifically. Like, if it didn't work in dungeons but worked in the open like world, I think it would be better. I think when it gets abused in like the dungeons, like Rhyzar dungeon or spider caves or whatever, or necromancy dungeon for example too, like that's when it starts to feel like it's a bit too much. But like
I
going out in the world where like you would like the render distance is really low and you still have to pretty much stand on top of them to see them, I think it's okay then.
Yeah, I personally, I pretty much hate it. This is a garbage mechanic, and it forces you to play the unfun role of just rolling around the map in spirit and looking for players. Yeah, I don't like it, but it's necessary right now. So because otherwise you just can't find PvP.
Yeah, I mean, like if people are able to do it, they're gonna do it. So like that's like your best option right now. So of course you're gonna use it. It's not like exploiting or hacking or something, but it's just like also at the same time, like um, if it was just turned off in dungeons, I think it would be a lot better than it is now. And also it's the fact that like mages who are alive can't deal with
Yeah.
like a dead spiritist. Like you have to kill yourself just to be able to try and banish them, and then it's also very hard to banish people even still. So it's like
Yeah. It's a pretty
um
shitty mechanic.
Mabal Ali Yamanuf. I don't know. I butchered that. I'm sure. He wants to know. He wants you to put make a guild tier list. And I'm assuming he means like a PvP guild tier list. Who would you put like in the top 5 for like group fighting? Um, consider like assuming they all had the same amount of numbers. So I don't mean like Kodo 100 versus like Nightfall 10, but like if they all had like 10, for example, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Levia content and Nightfall. I think those guys are just insane.
Well, Levia content's like the same, pretty much.
Well, yeah. Yeah, Levia content, Nightfall, and if you count Levia content as one, then CTX, I guess.
Okay.
We're,
Does CTX
we're
play in the
pretty
north
close.
anymore?
Uh, it's funny. There's so many people in the north. If you check our Zerg from yesterday, but we like never see them. Tofu, we never see them anywhere. They don't contest any dungeons. They don't contest bosses. Carney, what the hell are they doing? Where are they? We never
don't
fight
know.
them.
I don't know. That's a good. I really don't know where Tofu plays. I don't even know what time they play at. To be honest, I just know it's not in my time. So you put what? You put Levia content, Nightfall, and CTX. Okay.
Yeah, well, CTX and Nightmare, we're pretty much we were very close in this skill. We have like weekly training sessions between ourselves, and it's pretty close most of the time.
Who would you put in the 4, 5, and 6 spot for guilds?
4, 5, and 6, North Order and Nameless, obviously. No, I actually, geez, I don't know. Well, we're definitely out there somewhere. I hope.
Yeah, I definitely would put you in there for sure. Yeah.
Tofu. Yeah, I'd say Nightmare and Tofu are like 4 and 5.
Okay. You can't think of any other guild that might fit in the top 6?
Uh, I'm
Damn.
trying to think really hard.
Get fucked, Carney. Your dog shit.
No, yeah, they're dog shit. No, Carney has a lot of players. We never fought them in equal numbers. I think they always bring like.
I mean,
so it's hard to say.
Some suggestions. Oh, that is tough. Fuck. I'm starting to think about it. I don't even know. I mean, I guess you got like Dreadlords, you got Carnimata, maybe like
Dreadlords, sorry, dog shit.
Murda.
I'm sorry, Dreadlords. You're dog shit.
Fuck, who would I even mention? Like Tendrum, Fab, Meduli Guild? I mean, I guess Kodo? I don't fucking like who I don't even know.
Not Kodo. They're
I mean,
like
I've seen a lot of Brigands videos, but I doubt you ever fight Brigands, so you're not gonna
Brigands.
know.
Oh my god, no, not Brigands.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think like who you would even end up fighting.
We fought Brigands like 6 versus 15 one time. It was so easy. Definitely not Brigands.
Oh, what about ES? ES, I totally forgot about ES.
Oh yes, Jesus. You're naming all the guilds that we never fought. We fought ES like 1 or 2 times, and it was pretty uneven for us.
Where would you put Odin Seed? In like a top 5, top 10, top 20, top 30? Like, you know what I mean? Well, I don't even know if there's 30 guilds, but
99, I think. If
90.
there's
Jesus Christ.
maybe yes. I'm not sure. We really didn't fight them so
Oh yeah,
much.
what about ES? Or I'm sorry, not ES. Death Jester. Sorry. You think they're any good? Top 10 maybe?
Maybe I also didn't fight them all that often. Like, I think we fought them in pretty good fights when we came to Carney Village and got massacred by the Zerg. That's pretty much the time we fought them. I can't remember we fighting them.
Oh, he's asking for a tier list, not like a ranking.
Tier list. Oh my god.
Yeah, like like S tier is the top, then A, then B, then C, then D.
Oh god, this is
Okay.
going to take the whole night. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
I don't know if we could do that. Like that's Here he gave us like a top 5. We'll just have to be good with that. So like okay, let's get back into the questions maybe a little bit. How do you guys go about like your recruitment? How do you handle that?
How do we handle it? Well, we first of all, I speak to them, mostly me. If they seem adequate, then we invite them to the roof, and I or some other good PvPers test them in a duel. If they show potential, then we give them 1 week trial. If they pass it, we pretty much they become nightmares.
Gotcha.
But
so are you posting in the MO2 Discord for your guild or no?
yeah, sure, can do that. Should I do it in the Twitch chat?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was asking more generally, but yeah, you can post it in your Twitch chat. I'm just asking, like, do you post in the MO2 Discord that you're recruiting, like in the recruitment channel?
Yeah, we have a really, really interesting way of recruiting. We just like put our Discord and like about us, and this is it, and our link to our Discord.
Damn, the humble route. Clearly, just like you already know us. Just if you're interested, we'll try you out. Maybe it'll work out for you. You know?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Damn, just slapping big dick energy all around, dude. Like it, man.
Yeah, my man Buffus in the chat, he made that.
All right, so
recruitment.
this is gonna be an interesting question for you because I don't know if you actually have one, but I'm gonna make you pick one. So if you had to pick one guild to be your rival guild, who would you pick?
Oh, the best times we ever had was when we fought with Nightfall in a Riser dungeon. I think it was bangers.
Well, they're not your rivals now. Come on, we know that. We know they're not your rivals.
Yeah, because they had a lot of numbers back then, and we had a little less guys on our side, but we had the best fights with them.
Well, they were your rivals. I'm asking who is now.
Who is now? Well, nobody plays this fucking game. We're trying to find PvP every day. Nobody's in.
Okay, well, it can be like a guild you get the most excited to kill, I guess, essentially.
Levia, we love to fight Levia nowadays.
Okay, so Levia would be like your rival guild. They give you the most issues, or no?
It's the most fun, I'd say, because they're really skilled, and it's always really fun to play them against them. When
have you fought their Solanos yet? That's really fun.
No, I haven't seen their Solanos, but we have Solanos of our own.
Oh my god. Top tier PvP guilds have to have Solanos, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, we got only like one ritualist right now, and he always fucks up and never is in a fight, so... we had a really good fight with the troll, but that's pretty much it.
Is he at 100 rituals?
Yeah.
Bro, just fucking steal his account, log in, dude.
Yeah, we were really lucky early on when the Necro dungeon was. We got the rituals from the boss and just gave it to him.
Gotcha. I think it drops more often now. That's what it seems like. I mean, a lot of people are selling that fucking book. That Compominium book or whatever, where it levels ritualism for you.
I don't know. That's all mage stuff. I'm playing on a 10 intellect dwarf. Ask me something else. I don't expect magic.
Okay. How are you guys liking necromancy? Does it fit well into your playstyle? Do you feel like for your team strategies and stuff like that?
Well, it has only one good skill, well, Elf Surge. So, eh, I'm kind of a little disappointed. Maybe the meta changes as the time passes. I saw some cool things with exploding zombies, like they can one-shot people. It's kind of really hard to pull off.
Yeah, it's very hard, especially when people are constantly moving around.
But basically, right now, it's spells are not so useful. Mana Leech, like when are you going to use it? Come on, Henrik.
Yeah, it's a little tough.
But
Like maybe if
Ulcers, yeah, Ulcers is definitely bangers. It's cool.
yeah, I was thinking about miasma too, but it's also hard to use that and like I feel like in a good situation because like they can just move out of it, right?
Yeah, Miasma is really strong if you're fighting in like some really close quarters, and in the house you can just cast Miasma and it will kill everyone inside.
That's so
Right.
funny. So OP.
Yeah, yesterday when we fought Karo in Stronghold of Battle Brothers, they just cast Miasma in the entrance and we can't do shit. So we just closed the door. I also think Necromancy is kind of to blame for yesterday's lags because of all the AoE spells. It's the damage register, I think it broke a little bit more than it would normally.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I ended up putting necromancy on my fat mage. I haven't got to use it much yet, but I plan to. Should be fun. If you could change something about the game, what would it be? Just one thing.
No, just one thing. Oh god, I got the list. Yeah, yeah. It really needs some points of interest for people to be in because that's the main issue for me. It's a PvP game, and Henrik, it's like he doesn't understand it. He punishes PvPers. He removes the red priests. He adds more guards. Yeah, and no points of interest for people to contest. That's definitely it.
Yeah, I
Points
mean,
of
well,
interest.
there's points of interest. It's just like they're not that interesting. Like
Yeah,
Spider Cave, like you only have to do it like a few times per guild just to get the book, because like the amount of people you have to bring for the loot that the queen drops isn't even like worth, because you have to split it so many ways, and then you end up with like a quarter of a gear set or something. You know what I mean? Like, so the bosses aren't even that interesting to farm on repeat, unless it's like the Kamura or whatever. But
yeah, we're doing it, and it's still not fun.
yeah,
But we're doing it. Yeah.
yeah, the PVE, like the bosses, it doesn't feel like it's repeatable content. Like you do it X amount of times, and you're just like, oh, we have to do that again. We're logging in for this, but yeah, I
I'm
think
actually really surprised nobody's contesting Kimuru like ever. Like maybe once a week. It's such a disappointment.
you heard that, guys. He's disappointed in all of you. What the hell?
Yeah, come fucking fight us. Come on.
This is bullshit. You should just post a map marker when you're doing it. Then you'll get PvP.
Yeah. No. Maybe not.
Um, what is like the feature you're looking forward to the most in the future?
Hmm. I think I haven't watched a single Hendrik stream since I started playing, so I'm not even sure what's on the roadmap. Well, TC is. Uh, I don't know about TC. I find it castle contents in MMORPGs aren't actually that fun in games. So I don't even know. I'm waiting for pistols, bro. I wait for them to add pistols like this.
Pistols? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Dude, if they have pistols in this game, it's over, dude.
yeah. I
Fucking
want to
over.
roll with pistols. Like
It's gonna be
dual-wield pistols. That's
mounted
what I wait
fucking
for.
pistoliers just riding around banging people.
Yeah, Wild West. That's what I want. Looking forward to
I
it.
don't know if this is the game for you, big dog.
Yeah.
I want to ask, what nightmare think about Kodo?
I definitely liked Kota more when Razor was there because if you meet Koto with Razor, even if they're like same-ish numbers, they're gonna fight you, no matter what. But without Razor, you are 10 and you see 20 Kodo and they're just gonna fucking run. It's not fun. And also a lot of hypocrisy in the chat. You can't win against those Zerg guilds. Like, they kill one of your guys and loot him, and they call it a victory, even if they all die. Like, they always they can't just say good fight. They try to make themselves look good, and they're like, haha, we win.
Yeah, they try and spin it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know why they do that, right? It's not to make you feel like shit. It's literally for their own guild to not like
Yeah,
crumble.
it's fun too. I mean, I think they know what's it's really like. I don't think anyone actually believes that. Haha, we win.
I don't know,
Like
man.
like yesterday, we wiped the coalition like 3 times or 4 times, and like just going home, and Kodo was chasing us with 60, 70 people, and we're like, just fuck off, we're just going home. And we log out in the Battle Brothers stronghold, and Cathara says, "Victory! We chased them off." I mean, we were leaving anyway. We're just going home. Like, you're not going to a shop and then going home and like the cashier tells you, "Haha, you fucking loser! Run home, you bitch!" No, we're just leaving. It's not victory. We're just going back home. But Kodo has to make everything look good for them. Yeah, that's what I don't like about them.
Yeah, man. I kind of went through my questions already though. Does anyone have any other questions they will want Nightmare to answer? Someone said ask about the tournament. What happened? What's this tournament he keeps asking about? Did you guys win a tournament?
Well, yeah, it was a while ago. This 3D3 CTX tournament. That's what it was.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, so you won that? I thought did Tofu come in second or something?
Yeah, Tofu comes second, I think. Tofu just wiped Labia. Thank you, Tofu. I'm not sure we would have been able to do it because we didn't have what's it called, hybrid, and their hybrid just fucking melted Serco and Bonnie for us. Yeah, so they wiped them out, and then we won against Tofu. Yeah, it was fun.
Damn, Tofu wiped out Levia, dude.
Yeah.
Not gonna get dunked. Glitch wants to know how much does Abaddon love raccoons?
Oh God, I love raccoons so much. I just can't express it. I actually wanted to have a pet raccoon, but it's kind of problematic when you live in an apartment.
Just because they're
Yeah.
filthy creatures and disgusting?
No, I'm actually I'm a big fan of raccoon. I had the raccoon once in the elevator. Some pet raccoon hugged my leg and was like, "Fuck yeah!"
He was
I
trying to
love
hump your
raccoons.
leg, so he sexually assaulted you. This raccoon?
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Oh
honestly.
my god. Literal degenerate animal.
Yeah, you kind of have to be degenerate if you want to be a nightmare. That's unspoken rule too.
Someone asking, who are your best PvPers? I guess, like, probably who would you put as your top mage, and who are your like top 3 foot fighters?
Our mages are dog shit, and our best. No, I'm joking. I say Easy and Buffus are our best mages. Sadly there's no competition for them right now.
Those are your only
Our
two
other
mages?
mages are well, no, but we really have a very few mages. Yeah.
Well, they must be doing something right. You win a lot of fights, so must be pretty good
Yeah.
mages.
Yeah, they're really cool mages, and our hands down our best player is Draug, also known as Overhead. He's
Draug
just
Overhead.
fucking beast. I think they never fought with Circle 1v1, but I think he could probably beat his ass.
Yeah, he was. Oh wait, he was there as Overhead yesterday, right? Meduli?
Yeah,
Okay, I remember seeing him. I think.
he doesn't duel that much right now, just team fights and stuff. So what in his prime, I mean, I dueled a lot of players, but he's just insane.
Gotcha. Mabal wants to know who's your favorite players in Mortal that are not in Nightmare.
I really love watching circus videos and Wicked. I was a big fanboy of Wicked when I was just started playing in North Order. I love his videos. Sadly, he doesn't post all that much.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I've seen a Wicked video in a long time.
Yeah, he posted something not too long ago. It was a pretty cool video.
Gotcha. Does anyone else have any more questions for Mr. Abaddon?
Nobody wants to ask me questions.
I want to know, man. You posted one recently? Oh, I'll have to go check it out, man. Or you should link it in chat. I'm gonna go ahead and link that All Surge video. Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
The Foe asks, "What is your favorite MO2 memory?"
Favorite amount to memory?
Yep.
Oh, I think it's got to be when the first time I called you guys for the help. Remember in the Minute Dungeon when we spotted North Order?
Oh yeah, that was fucking great, dude.
Yeah, it was the first time. We didn't live in the north for so long, and we just came, and it was so much fun at first when we came. And we just fought you guys earlier and Nightfall earlier, and then we just get information that there are North Order and like 40 plus people, and we're just like 10. God damn, what do we do? Like, what do we do? Oh, we fought those guys earlier. Why don't I just call them for the help? And you came, and it was bangers. Yeah, the whole thing was really cool. I think that's my best memory.
I think that was like our first team up with My Alliance and you guys, because like
Yeah.
there was like someone asked, I don't know exactly, but someone like asked like hey, Nightmare wants to team up and go kill North or Minnow Dungeon. Everyone was kind of like, wait, what? We just like fought these guys. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like we were
yeah,
confused.
Yeah, Valin was so suspicious. I think he was expecting like ambush from Nightmare and Nightfall. He was like, "You better not betray me. This better not be a trap."
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. I just
It
want to
was-
kill some Zerg.
It was just funny because I remember we met at Bear Castle, and like it was just funny like when they were pulling up. Right, all right, remember guys, we're not attacking. It was like reinstated that we're not attacking you guys or something. Because we had literally just fought that day, like you said, like hours before or something. Mabal wants to know what's your thoughts on stream sniping.
On what again?
On stream sniping?
I personally we don't do it, and stream snipe. What stream snipe? The streamers are streaming some garbage, like they're catching fish or trubby. Right on a map with 5 people. Like, who gives a shit about that? There's nothing to stream snipe right now. So yeah.
Have you ever
But,
been called out for stream sniping when you didn't even stream snipe? Like you just ran into someone and killed them, and they called you out for stream sniping?
We actually did stream snipe back in North Order. I think someone saw a video of some guys and we attacked them and got wiped. But yeah, that's pretty much the occasion. I'm not sure. We're not watching Twitch all that much. Maybe. Oh yeah, I think you can call it stream snipe when we attack the Trabi group. You remember that in the steps, like big fight, 50 plus kata. He was streaming and asking for someone to kill him. Yeah. If you can call it.
I wasn't there, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure you can call it stream snipe because he was asking for someone to come fight them.
Well,
yeah,
it technically is because that's how you found out is you were watching. Someone was watching a stream, and then you're like, oh, well, he wants us to stream snipe him. So technically, it is a stream snipe, but it was like consensual. So it's
Yeah, but we don't actually actively do it.
Right.
We rely more-
Robmo's asking, tell Robmo what he can do better.
Jesus, is this guy even influential in any way for Mortal? Like he's just taking the hits for shit, like all the bugs. Like,
Jesus,
can he
okay.
do anything?
Okay, now that you've roasted the man for all he's worth, what can he do better?
No, I mean, what can he do? Like his community manager, he has no power of the game.
Well, he has
game
direct communication to Henrik, so he can at least get the thought into Henrik's mind.
I also have direct communication to Henry. Like,
do you?
Give us back.
Does he
Yeah,
respond?
No,
All
obviously.
right. Well, then how you know
I-
he's reading it?
Where's my Tukimuru eggs, you bitch? They're still missing. They just disappeared from the boss. Come on, Henrik, give them back.
Assuming that Ramo has some power and some say in certain mechanics and balance, what would you want him to do better?
Ah, Jesus. I don't really care about that at all.
Oh my god! All right, I'm sorry, Ramo. I tried, bro. I'm fucking dead, dude. I'm so sorry, Ramo. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't care about GMs, and I like Arceus because he pulls me out of rocks when I'm stuck, but that's pretty much it. I'm not present in any chats in general or in Reddit. Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. Just make the game better.
Just make game better. You heard it here.
Yeah, make game better. Apes together strong. That's all my thoughts.
Poe wants to know what are your thoughts on the mounted mage change with the faster cast times, higher concentration, tower shields, and the magic reflect. All that kind of goes together, I guess. So
Yeah, I'll speak for tower shields first because I, as a melee player, use them a lot. They're fucking OP. Yes, you just take one-handed weapon and you become immortal, pretty much on Ogmir. Your
Yep.
survivability goes up over the roof. I'm not sure why more people don't use them, because they're fucking insane.
well, it's kind of the same thing with regular shields. Like people didn't use regular shields before either, and it kind of just adds like a survivability element to it. Like sure, it's harder to hide animations and stuff, but in group fights, are you really hiding your animations all that much? You're usually like 2v1ing.
Yeah, one time particularly, we have a really hard time fighting with CTX on our training sessions. But when we, like, half of our group equipped shields, it was so much easier. Like, you don't know. Like,
Yeah, I
we
mean,
were
it
wiping
just
them.
because it
Before
it doesn't change the damage that you do, right? With like a spear, for example, like the spear damage is still the same.
Yeah, spear damage is still the same, and we were all using pretty much one-handed maces. They do insane damage. Like they do more damage than the sword. So nobody was dying, and we were doing a lot of damage. It was crazy.
Do you recommend like the Ogmir Tower Shield with Mace build? Do you like that build right now?
I personally prefer spears, but yeah, I think it's most OP build for team fights right now.
Imagine if like you fought like a 10v10 and the other team was like all Ogmirs with tower shields and spears
Yeah,
and hammers.
Yeah, it's unbeatable pretty much, even if a dog shit players.
Yeah. So what do you think about the
Mages?
mounted mage and magic reflect?
I hate everything that has to do anything with mounts. Yeah, I hate mounts. I hate mounted archers, mounted mages. Yeah,
Not gonna lie, I was streaming earlier. Like I told you, I was doing my test stream to try and fix it for this stream, which obviously didn't work. But I was playing my fat mage. I don't know. It feels. I feel like the fat mage, even after the buffs, it is a gear crutch build. Like if I don't have like steel horse armor, like the guy was still hitting my mount for faster than I could heal it, even after the reduction. Like, and you can go back and watch my stream. It's like I had an MA. He was probably just a Vila too, and he had like a short bow, and he was hitting it for like 30s, and I was healing for like 20s to 30s, but like I was slowly losing my mount, and even with the error re-equip time, like he was still like coming out ahead on me, on like damage overall between me and my mount. I don't know, man. Like I feel like it is like kind of like once you have steel armor and like that like that minimum requirement of gear, I feel like it is really strong, but it's definitely like I feel like it's a Zerg support class is what it is.
yeah, totally.
Like in Zerg fights, like Fat Mage is gonna stand out way better than in small scale.
Yeah, Horizons here says that one-handed axes are better one-handed hammers. It kind of is against players that don't use shields or steel and heavy armor, because one-handed axes and pretty much all weapon that doesn't have blunt don't do damage to shields. So in a fight versus other shield wielders, one-handed axes aren't going to do damage.
Wait, you're
Where
saying hammers do a lot better damage to shield than
yeah,
axes?
yeah. Axes, spears, swords, they just don't do damage to the tower shields. But one-handed hammers, they just do the bonk. They do the real bonk.
Well, I heard that like when you get an equipment hit on someone, it takes the stats from both the shield and the chest piece.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we did a little testing and it seemed to line up, so I was just curious. That's crazy though. I might start using hammers though. I'm curious. It's just that I think the range would bother me. I feel like that range is gonna be terrible.
Yeah, it's really boring. We had a lot of people start playing with that setup. It's really OP, but it's so boring. So so people go back to swords and axes and all the good stuff. It's OP, but it's boring to play.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, you said ride through and flame shake your footy for 90. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think fat mages are definitely more of like a larger group fight Zerg build because in small scale they do not feel good. And if you think they feel good, you need to go play one because go try and like 1v2 or you know what I mean, like something in small scale that you could probably normally do on something else because it's hard. It's hard unless you're gear crushing on like steel plus horse armor. I don't know, man.
What do you think about Raised Solano? It's really OP in small scale fights, but as yesterday showed, bats and all the necromancy ritual shit it doesn't work in
I think
large
no.
scales.
I think you're misjudging it. Like imagine if we had had a Solano or two on our side. Imagine how much faster they would have crumbled. Now, especially on the chase where the Solano is really fast and could catch them on foot. Imagine how fast that Kodo group would have wiped on their run
It's
back. I don't think any of them would have lived.
I don't think it's that fast actually. I think Ogmir can outrun it. We were testing it.
No. Solano can catch a Max Vila.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, I've
We
seen
have
it.
to-
I know they can. I don't know where. Maybe the terrain or the AI pathing can be wonky, but I've seen Solanos catch Vilas. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but
the problem with that is it's really hard to keep them alive in a fight. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Solano's slow as fuck. What are you talking about, dude? Yeah, no, I'm not saying steel horse armor is expensive. I'm just saying you kind of crutch on it as a fat mage. Is all I was saying. I'm not saying like it's like more expensive than like a foot fighter in full steel because it's definitely not. I'm just saying like you have to have a certain amount of gear for fat mage to be as OP as people think it is. Because if you're in like shitty horse armor with like a low level horse, then you know you'll still get fucking 3-4 tap before you can even heal it really. But that was my point. All right. Anyways, any more questions for our guest Abaddon? No questions, boys. Any questions? I don't want to keep them. We're kind of just talking about the game at this point. Shout outs? What do you mean shout outs? Do you have any shout outs, Abaddon, you want to do? For any of your boys or guild or anything?
Fuck.
Alright, get fucked, good. Abaddon, what your most hot take? I don't know what that
Uh,
means. What's like you gotta roast
what does
somebody or the game?
what does it mean? I don't understand.
A hot take is like a controversial opinion about something. So something that might rub people the wrong way potentially if there's a lot of people who are passionate about it.
I think a lot of people think that Nightmare is a heterosexual guild, which is really not true. We accept only LGBT members. That's the most controversial thing I can think of. Yeah.
I thought that was the case, and I'm glad you confirmed that. Thank you.
If you're heterosexual, you can just fuck off. Thank you.
Yep. There's plenty of other heterosexual guilds out there, guys, so try not to worry about that too much, but yeah. They are LGBT community, and you guys need to respect that.
LGBTQ plus, please pronounce this
Exactly.
correctly.
Plus
Yeah.
ADHD. Don't forget. All right, last question, then we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. Abaddon, what is your worst MO2 memory? We had your best. What's your worst memory? Most embarrassing moment or something?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I
Probably
want to
this
talk
interview.
about it. Jesus. Okay, fuck it. When I just started playing, Jesus, maybe I shouldn't say it. Yeah, whatever, fuck it. But when I just started playing and was a noob, I farmed like whole day, and I got myself 100 gold, and my goal was to go and buy a really good spell book, and I open the auction, and it shows Marquis. So I go from Meduli to there with pockets full of gold and like shit in my pants. Like it's the first time I leave the city with this much gold. I'm trying to get there alive. Obviously, I've been farming all day, and when I go through Vada, I get ganked by like 5 or 6 Legion members, and they put me in mercy, and they say, "You have to sing to us, or else we're gonna kill you." And oh my god, I got a fucking 100 gold. Obviously, I don't want to sing, but Jesus, if I have to choose, I've been farming all day, and so yeah, I had to sing to some 5 Legion boys.
You know,
So,
Glitch was there, right? He was laughing at you.
what? Oh god,
That dirty raccoon was there. He was the one saying you have to sing or die.
is this really true?
He told me. He DM'd me. I'm glad you brought that up. It's
Oh my
actually true.
god.
100% true. Wouldn't lie. I have
Oh
no
my
reason
god,
to.
we have to break all ties with Nightfall right now. Jesus.
I told you, fucking raccoon, degenerate creatures. Damn, now he's calling you a dumb fuck. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna go ahead and
Oh
wrap
my
this
god,
up before
Glitch.
gets too hostile and I have to ban him. Thank you, Abaddon, for coming on and doing this with me. I'm
Yeah, thank
actually
you for
learned some things.
inviting. Yeah.
I hope you all learned some things. Give them your best wishes, guys. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you.
Peace.